part B to our second voiceover keyboard class. Right now we're still in notes and we'll be there for a little bit. I'm going to write a heading for this note and let's kind of finalize what we're doing, which is we're going to be searching in notes. So searching in notes app. Okay. And how do we do that? Well, I'm in my text insertion location, and that's also the other part that we definitely want to cover, which is number 2, how to work with an active text field, which means that the voiceover focus, I'm just going to write this down, which means the voiceover focus is in a place where your blinking cursor is, and there's a little bit more nuance to that, and that's going to involve quick navigation, that would be toggling quick nav on and off. The third piece of this is going to be, how do we explore the note? How do we explore the note? We're going to use our rotor to do that. Explore the note. Okay. Specifically, we'll be using lines and words. And those are the two different modes, lines and words. So I'm in an active edit field now. How do I get out? I'm going to try a couple of things first. Let me press my left arrow and my right arrow together. That turned quick navigation off. So now I'm going to arrow through and go back. In this folder that created, which was voiceover keyboard class, I have one note currently. So I don't need to do a whole lot of searching, but let's say I create another note, and I'll do this one quickly. Okay. VOKKB class 2B notes. Okay, that's going to be my heading. Okay. I'm going to now turn the quick nav off, left and right arrow together, or I can just do VO left arrow. Okay, so now I have two notes in here. How would I search for those specific notes if I wanted to access them quickly? I'm going to go back and I'm going to see if I can access the search function from my folders. And right now, it doesn't seem like I'm able to access the search field. Let me see if I expand. It doesn't seem to be expanded for some reason. So I'm going to do the rotor to see if I can access it a different way. Let's try containers. Okay, containers didn't let me access it. So let's see what else I can do. Let's see if a VOF will help me. I did a VOF. Now I'm going to type in voiceover keyboard class. And I'm going to hit enter. Okay, so a VOF did activate the search function. It wasn't visible, but it did work behind the scenes, and it did give me some search results. And this is within the app. So I'm going to now turn quick navigation off and navigate. Quick navigation on, sorry. Because for some reason it was off because I was typing in the edit field. So it says keyboard class, new folder, voiceover 13. So these are some of my results. Exchange is another heading. Let's go back here. And I think this is what I'm looking for. And it has 2 notes. And now I can just, and this is kind of interesting now. Now the search field functions once I pressed VOF.
Selected, photos, button, selected, screen, notes, folders.
So I did the keyboard search and it did populate the information that I was looking for. Now I'm going to arrow through till I get to the specific note that I want and this folder that I want. The folder is VoiceOver KB Class 2, so I'm going to select that. Then it has 2 notes that I have populated in there or that I created. An interesting thing is that now the visual search field appeared with the dictation button as well. I'm going to arrow through
Searching in Notes app
and go to the second one because that's the note that I want to be in.
December 29th.
Now we're going to deal with the second point of this, which is
toolbar, camera, but show handwriting tools.
How do we address an active edit field?
New note, but new note. Show hand note.
Right now,
searching in Notes app. December.
I'm cycling through the notes. So I'm going to start from the top left-hand corner. That's our back button. And it also gives the name of the folder. So that's our path. That's the name of the folder.
Note actions. Button.
Right. And if I go right,
double tap to show the note actions and sharing menu.
It gives you note actions. I'm not going to address note actions today, but we'll do it at a later time.
December 29th, 2020 at 10:28 p.m.
Then it tells me
double
the date.
Tap to show creation date. Note, searching in Notes app.
Now,
new line 2. How to work with an active text field, which means the voice focus is in a...
When I do that, it allows me to hear the entire note. But it is not, I believe now, a active edit field. So I'm going to try to type. Nothing works. Okay? In order to enter this active edit field, I'm going to try 2 things. The first thing is turning quick navigation off. And actually, I'm going to try to do that from the very top. So I'm going to go to the top left-hand corner, which is our back button and also our heading. And now I'm going to turn quick navigation off because it's on. Let's see if it makes the active edit field, active. Let's see if it makes the edit field active. It does not. And now I can't even move using my quick navigation keys. Okay? So we've ruled that out as far as one way to access the note. So I'm going to go left arrow, right arrow to turn quick nav on so I can navigate again. And you'll hear the sound. I'm going to right arrow now.
Note actions, December 29th.
That's one of my cues. That lets me know I'm very close to the note.
To show creation date.
I'm going to try this again. Left arrow, right arrow, turn quick nav off. Does it make it active? It does not. Okay, I'm going to turn Quick Nav on again. And this is one you really want to listen for.
Note. Searching in Notes app. New line. New line. 2. How to
When
work
you
with an
start
active...
hearing new line, it lets you know that you're in the right place. Visually, the voiceover cursor is entirely all over the body of your note. The date is a good indicator that you're close, and then when it starts giving you new line font information, you're in the note. Now, I'm going to attempt it again, turning off Quick Nav, left and right arrow, and see if then I can access an active edit field. Okay. I cannot. I'm trying to type. I cannot. Hopefully this is consistent, but I did think this was worthwhile doing. So I'm going to turn Quick Nav off. Turn Quick Navigation back on. Now what I'm going to do is, since I am in the place where I want to be to begin typing, I'm going to press my up and down arrow. You could also just do a double tap on the center of the screen, and that will open up your active edit field or text field.
Note. Text field is editing. Searching in Notes app.
So
new line,
now...
New line. 2. How to work with an active text field, which means the voice focus is in a place
Now
where
it's
the
active.
blinking
I'm just
cursor-
going to hit Control to silence it. And it told me it's active. How did it tell me it was active? Let's listen for the cues. I'm going to, if I actually try to arrow through right now,
GNITA.
that's a good indicator. That'll let me know sort of where I am.
Alpha.
The other way is I can toggle Quick Nav on and off. So I toggled it on, and now I'm going to right arrow.
Done button.
Took me to the done button. I can arrow right.
Note. Text field.
Took me
is
back
editing.
to
Searching
that
in Notes app.
active
New line,
edit field.
New line.
And I'm going
2.
to try
How to
one
work
last
with an
time
active
to turn
text
off
field,
Quick Nav.
which means the voice focus is in a place where you're blinking.
And I'm going to try to type.
A.
And that appears to be working. And the reason that that's working is because something on the top region changed in your notes. The top right-hand corner is now your done button that previously was not there. All right. So that's what allowed you to be able to enter information into your Notes app, to input information into your Notes app. The other way, the real simple way, is by getting to the place where it starts to talk about new line, or the place right after the date of the note, and then press up and down arrow and to enter into that field and make it an active edit field, because previous to that it's not an active edit field. It's just information that you can read. So the voiceover cursor goes over that information, but you can't access it with your Bluetooth keyboard. Now I can. And if I want to explore my notes and what I have on my notes, I can do two things that are very helpful. I can press Control up arrow. That takes you to the top line. I can press Control down arrow. That takes me to the bottom of the note. I'm going to press Control up arrow to get to the top of the note. Now I'm going to arrow through right.
Cap S E A R C H I N G.
That allows me to navigate by character with a blinking cursor. And VoiceOver reads that information. I can also arrow down.
Notes app.
When I arrow down, it actually reads the line. And then if I go left arrow,
P A.
I'm going backwards now because I'm going left arrow. If I'm using my right arrow, I'm going forward. And I'm going to go back. It read every letter of the second line.
Space.
There's a space there.
S.
Then
C. E.
E,
T.
T,
O.
O,
Cap N.
cap N.
November.
And if I go up,
Start of text. Searching in.
that'll read the line. If I go down,
Notes app.
that'll read Notes app. And I can also type into this location. So we did, the first one was searching in Notes app. I want to add something to this,
T-E-X-A-P-P.
to this heading. So
Okay.
I'm going to right arrow till I get to the end of app. And then I'm going to hit space.
Space. App.
So currently it says searching in Notes app. And I'm going to put and
Space. And.
navigating
Space.
and
Space.
active
V. Space. E. D.
edit
space,
field.
F, E. L. D.
Okay.
Space.
And again, what makes it active? It's that I either hit my up and down arrow together to enter that edit field, or I turned off quick navigation. Either pressing my up and down arrow together as my enter function probably is the easiest way to do this, or double tapping the center of the screen will be the most effective way. And a good way to know that you're in an active edit field is that on the top right hand corner, there is going to be a done button. And you can press that done button when you're done editing your information or typing into your Notes app. Let's say I want to now, I've done some typing. Let me close out with something though. Let me go to the very bottom. So control down arrow took me to the very bottom where I said, thank you for participating. And I'll put
A.
happy
Space. Space.
New Year.
R. Exclamation mark.
Okay, and I'm just going to press my up arrow so that we can kind of read that together.
Start of text. End of text.
Why did it do that? I'm going to up arrow again.
New year.
Oh,
Three
good.
exclamation. Start of text. Searching. Start of text.
That is strange.
End of text. New cap N. Space.
Okay, so I'm going to up
Space.
arrow.
In happy. Misspelled. Participita. Thank you for.
So it says thank you for.
Participita.
I've misspelled participate.
A-O-T-I.
So let me fix that.
A-I-I. India. A-A-A-T-A-P-I-C-I.
And we'll have a session on editing.
Space.
I'm just going to fix this for the time being.
I-T-R.
Let me see if I can do this. I cheated. I used the dictation function. And all I did was a 2-finger double tap. You can do that with the keyboard, but it does take some adding of commands, which is possible. But I'm not going to go over that today. Okay, so I'm going to go back and reading. So I'm just pressing up arrow in my active edit field. Sometimes it skips for some reason. There we go. So let me use my left arrow instead of my up arrow, even though that should just work. So I'm going to right arrow to the very end and then down arrow, and it says, okay, so that read that information and I was able to navigate that document